In a small town nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, there once lived a community known for its vibrant spirit and close-knit bonds. Every year, as the leaves turned golden and the air grew crisp, the townspeople gathered to celebrate the Harvest Festival, a time of joy, gratitude, and communal feasting. But this year, a new event had been announced, an extraordinary contest, one that promised a grand prize for whoever could solve a mysterious challenge. The townsfolk buzzed with excitement. Bakers, farmers, teachers, and children alike speculated about the contest's nature. Was it a test of strength, a puzzle to unravel, or a race to the finish? When the day arrived, everyone flocked to the town square, eager to participate. At the heart of the square stood a large table covered by a velvet cloth. The mayor, a wise woman with kind eyes, revealed the challenge. Before each contestant sat a bowl filled with delicious, steaming soup. Long wooden spoons, nearly twice the length of an arm, were provided. But there was a catch. The rules were simple. You must eat your soup using only the spoon provided. Whoever finishes first will be declared the winner. The whistle blew, and the contest began. Everyone plunged their spoons into their bowls, only to discover a frustrating problem. The spoons were so long, it was impossible to lift soup to their own mouths without spilling it everywhere. Determined to win, people twisted and contorted, spilling soup on the table and themselves. Laughter turned to groans as minutes passed, and no one made any progress. As frustration mounted, some contestants eyed their neighbors. They noticed that everyone was facing the same dilemma. Some tried to bend the rules, but the mayor gently reminded them, "Only the spoon, only the soup." Time ticked on, but the bowls remained full. The promise of victory, once so tantalizing, now felt distant. The townsfolk grew weary, and a sense of defeat settled over the square. Then, quietly, a small voice spoke up. It was a child, sitting at the end of the table. She looked around and hesitantly reached her spoon into her bowl, not to feed herself, but to offer a spoonful of soup to the person sitting beside her. Surprised, the neighbor smiled and did the same, reaching across the table with their long spoon to feed someone else. One by one, the townspeople caught on. Laughter returned as together, they discovered the joy of helping one another. Soon the bowls were empty and every belly was full. The mayor stood and addressed the crowd, her eyes twinkling. "You have all completed the contest, but there is no single winner." The lesson was never about speed or individual triumph, but about cooperation. Sometimes the challenges we face can only be solved when we work together, when we put aside competition and embrace the spirit of community. The crowd erupted in applause, not for a lone champion, but for each other. They realized that while competition can drive us to achieve, it is cooperation that allows us to truly thrive. That day, the townspeople carried home more than just full stomachs. They carried a renewed sense of unity and purpose. In the days that followed, the story of the contest with no winner spread throughout the town. It became a cherished tale told to children and newcomers alike, a reminder that the greatest victories are not those won alone, but those shared with others. And so, the little town flourished, not by outdoing one another, but by lifting each other up, one generous act at a time.